everyone. So as you saw, I recently just did a 33-week bump update, and I usually spread them out, but then they kind of end up being a little longer because I have to like catch you up with everything. But I want to do one right now because there actually were a few things that went on over this past week that even like I want to ask your guys' opinions, or like not opinions, but like advice, and like what was your experiences with this? Because I know I have a lot of mommies and like a lot of pregnant mommies that are following me, and I just love the conversations that we have in the comments down below. Like it means so much to me, like the community, like the mommy community that we built over here on this channel. So like I was saying, I am 34 weeks. I'm actually going to be 35 weeks here in like a day. So she is a butternut squash right now, but she's about to be a pineapple. Whoa, she's gonna be a pineapple. So I'm just gonna kind of go with like a pineapple right now because we're already so close to that 35 weeks. So it says now hearing is fully developed and baby responds best to high-pitched noises. If you're having a boy, his testes have probably fully descended. I'm having a girl. Baby's about 17.2 to 18.7 inches long. From here on out, he or she won't get much longer, but will continue plumping up. Baby's now about 4.2 to 5.8 pounds, and will put on a pound or more of baby fat before birth. Wow, she's like almost there. Growing, yet baby and you've reached 35 weeks, and your uterus has grown about 1,000 times its original size. Whoa. A number that might sound exaggerated to everyone else, but to you, it probably feels more like 1,000,000. You can expect to gain about a half a pound a week before birth, and babies beefing up too. At 35 weeks, some moms-to-be feel like they have a ton of stuff left to do before baby's arrival. Others can barely wait for the baby to make its debut. Either way, try not to stress. Baby will show up when he or she's ready and won't care if you haven't checked every little detail off your list, that's so true. I am like scrambling right now. I'm scrambling to get work in order. I'm scrambling to get her nursery in order and getting all the last minute like items that I definitely do need. I can't go without those items. So I'm definitely doing a baby haul of all those products that I have to purchase no matter what. I'm going to do that probably. I'm going to go pick those up on Monday. So maybe we'll film them on Monday, but that is the plan. Frequent urge to pee. Yep. Your bladder's getting pressed by baby. I pee all the time. I pee all the time. It's so bad. Constipation. Make sure you're getting plenty of fiber. I don't have any problem with constipation. I think I might have had like one day that was kind of hard, but I really haven't had any bowel problems this whole pregnancy, which has been nice. A continuation of all those aches and pains, and maybe even a few new ones. My body hurts. It definitely hurts. It's really hard to travel. An increased amount of contractions you're having. I did feel a little bit last night. Like I felt like I think they were Braxton Hicks. It's not painful, but it's like uncomfortable. And it's like, what the hell? What is this feeling right now? But, so going into, I just wanted to quickly like touch base on like what you expect at 35 weeks. Cause I'm basically there right now with my doctors. Like I was saying, I'm going every other week for this month. So I actually had my last doctor's appointment this past Monday, which is why I want to talk to you guys. That morning, my baby shower was Sunday, which you guys have probably already seen the video, but my baby shower was Sunday and it was in the heat. It was so hot, you guys. It was so hot. Especially for me, because I just can't handle it right now. So I was very swollen afterwards. I was very exhausted, very tired, and I think it just wiped me out. So on Monday, like I noticed like the last 2 days that I wasn't feeling her as much, and she's extremely active. Like extremely active. Always hits me, is always moving. I always feel her. So when I notice that she's not active, that's when I'm like, okay, what's going on? Like she's not really moved a whole lot today. And I always tell Joel, there was one other time that I noticed it, but then she kind of started moving again like the next day. It was just like an off day. I told him on the way to the doctors, I was like, I really haven't felt her at all today. Maybe she's just as wiped out from yesterday as I am. Like, I don't know. So I just didn't feel right. So when we went to the doctors, we sat there with him and I told the nurse, I was like, I really haven't felt her much today at all. She's like, do you have a kick chart or anything? I'm like, no one's ever given me that. My doctor is very chillax, like very chill. It's not like I don't know. They don't really do a whole lot. I feel like they're not really like on top of it all. They're just very relaxed doctor, which I think would be really good if it's your multiple baby. But if it's your first, it's kind of hard because you want so many more questions answered and so many more things done. But yeah, so there's like different doctors out there. And so I went into the doctors. I told her, I go, I haven't really felt her all day. And I go, I usually feel her a ton. Like, I always feel her. I told her, she's feisty. They're like, okay, let me tell the doctor and blah, blah, blah. So the doctor came in, and then I was telling him, like, yeah, I really haven't felt her. So he's like, you know what, let's just lay back and like, let's just hear for the heartbeat, because they check for the heartbeat every single appointment, no matter what. So they just have that little device and they're listening for the heartbeat. So he always has Joel do it. And she's usually like, if this is my belly button right here, she's usually right here. And that's where she's been for the last like 3 appointments. So he knows like where to go. And she was like head down her last appointment. So he goes, Joel, put it right there. Like, we'll hear it. Well, Joel puts the Doppler right there and no heartbeat. So he's like, okay, move it around a little bit. So he has Joel moving it around, no heartbeat. So then the doctor grabbed the machine from him and he's like, let me feel her. Like, let me feel around. So he starts feeling and we finally start getting a very faint heartbeat. But it's like, if this is my belly right here, it's all the way down here. And we're used to getting it like halfway up here. So he's like, wondering if she moved, but we ended up getting the heartbeat there. And so he went and got the ultrasound machine because he's like, I want to see where her head is and everything. I want to see where she's at. So, because he's like, because he felt her before with her head down and her legs up in my right side, which I still felt like she was, but she's just really crammed in there. So he felt her and she's just, he didn't really say a whole lot. All he said was just like, yeah, her head is all the way down there. And then her body, I guess it just slouched down. So her heart isn't all the way up here anymore or something. But that's why we couldn't find it. I was freaking, when I saw the doctor's face, kind of like, he wasn't freaking out on his face, but he was kind of like, he had that concerned, a little bit of a concerned look of, where is this heartbeat? And then also with the fact that I was saying I wasn't feeling her. So I was a little freaked out there. But he wanted me to also do a non-invasive stress test where I think it's like still the same machine that they put on you when you are going into labor to monitor your contractions. So it's like 2 belts and they have like these 2 like bud thingies that stick onto the lower part of your stomach where her heart is at. So we told them exactly where she was at. So it was all the way down there and then one up at the top. And then they just are held by belts. And you have to lay there for 20 minutes and you have to monitor it and you have to like click a little clicker like every single time you feel them kick. So we did that and her heartbeat was like, they don't want it to be steady. They want it to have movement. So she ended up having movement. She was fine. So the doctor said that there shouldn't be anything to worry about and that she looks fine. So I'm like, okay, puts my mind at ease. Yay. Like, oh, I hated that. Joel was fine. He was just like, he didn't think anything of it. I'm like, you weren't concerned at least a little bit when even the doctor couldn't find the heartbeat? And he said no, but who knows? He's probably lying. But, so yeah, I was really nervous about that. But luckily, that's okay. She's okay. They said all her little chart thingies looked great. So the next day, Tuesday, Joel and I, we had a meeting with our accountant to get ready for like tax season and all that. So we went to that and then we went to lunch and I came home and we were getting like things kind of put away like in the nursery and everything. And I came home and I went to the bathroom and this part might be TMI, but I know I have a lot of mommies here. So you guys probably don't mind any of this like TMI, but my mucus plug came out. So I knew exactly what that was because I've heard stories about the mucus plug and everything. And then also I Googled it and I was like, okay, yeah, that's my mucus plug. It came out. Kind of concerned me because I was only 34 weeks. And they say to call your doctor if that comes out before 36 weeks. So, and then my mother-in-law kind of freaked me out because she said that she went to labor a week later with one child and 2 weeks later with the other child after she lost her plug. So a little nervous because I'm like, does this mean I'm going to go into early labor like in a week or two? Like what the heck? Like what's going on? Why am I losing my mucus plug right now? So I called the doctor. They didn't seem too worried at all. They didn't really say anything a whole lot. They said just monitor and watch for leaking. And I haven't had any leaking, or like watch for bleeding, and I haven't had any bleeding. So I've been fine there. So I thought that was really strange. So I wanted to ask you guys, how long after of you losing your mucus plug did you go into labor? Or have any of you pregnant mommies right now that are due around the same time I'm due, if you've lost your mucus plug already? I don't know. Just let me know, because I'm like so like, I just don't get it. Yeah, so I just want to know what to expect, but I thought that was really weird. So obviously, since I lost it, the doctors didn't even tell me this. My mom told me this, and then I Googled it, and I'm like, oh, it makes sense. The mucus plug basically is there, so your cervix is widening. It's opening up. It's getting ready for labor. So I lost my plug from that because it got bigger, which means that she also is prone to bacteria more. So the doctors didn't even tell me this, but my mom was like, don't take any more baths. No more baths, no more swimming, no more submerging yourself in water. And I was like, oh, that makes sense, because there's nothing there really protecting her, because that plug usually protects her. So no more baths, no more nice, warm, not too hot baths for me to soak and relax in because of that. So sticking to showers, which I found it weird that the nurse that I spoke to didn't even tell me about that. Like, so that's what I've been dealing with, and I just wanted to get your guys' opinion. So I thought I would just put this on here, and that way we could like talk in the comments down below, and I can hear your guys' stories and your experiences and what you think. But supposedly my doctors, they think everything's fine. My nurses, they think everything's fine. So we have our next doctor's appointment on the 25th. That's our next one, and then we start going every week. Are you growling? He's growling. But yeah, I have my next appointment on the 25th, and then we start going every week. So the appointment after the 25th, I meet with my doctor next time, and then the appointment after that, I meet with my midwife. I never even knew I was going to have a midwife. I don't know how this stuff goes. So I'm meeting with my midwife. I'm guessing to go over a birthing plan. But yeah, so I just wanted to update you guys on that and get your experiences and get your advice, and like just to talk with you guys, because I just find it so weird, and I just went through a lot this week, and I still have like so much to do. So I'm just like, God, I really hope it doesn't mean early labor. Like, that would be crazy. I'm not ready. I still have so much more to do in the nursery, and so much more to do for her, and so much more to do for work. Crossing fingers that everything is good. But yeah, let me know in the comments down below. I'm trying to think if there's anything else I wanted to update you guys with. I think that was about it, which is nice, because I should do these a little bit more frequently closer together, so that way these videos aren't so long. But yeah, so I hope you guys enjoyed this video, and I look forward to talking to you guys in the comments down below and hearing your experiences. And I will see you guys in my next video. Bye!